I like to take everything seriously. So when I was in law school, I was like, okay, I got to choose one or the other right now. I mean, I can still study law, but I can't work in law and do what I'm doing right now. It's just, I don't have time. It's just not plausible. So I think that's when that transition happened. And how I did that, because you asked me how to kind of make that work, is you just start realizing your worth in the industry. So you start realizing you've done enough giving. You've given brands photos for years. You've given brands content for, or not even years, but you know what I mean? You've given them really good content. They like your content. They use their content.
They're monetizing off your content.
If that's free content that you've given them and you've grown that relationship, it's time to make the switch. It's time to make the switch, because not only are you posting for them and giving them exposure, but you're providing a tangible work product. You're providing, an asset. You're providing photos that they can use for their accounts, where they're probably making sometimes even more profit than you're making off the photos, just because people know who you are. They like your body shape, or the product sells on you, or they like your, whatever it is, the product's selling in with them. So at the end of the day, it's a transition that you need to know that you've given enough, and that it's time to make that switch, because it is a give in the beginning. Influencing, you don't just, there's plenty of influencers who've gotten hit in the lucky card, whether it's on TikTok or whatever, and you get paid right away. Right. But you've got to, but even they put work in other areas of their lives before that happened. Like, everyone puts work in to get work out. So it's just that like point where like this is too much. Like, I deserve more than this. Let's start charging. Let's make the rates reasonable to start, and then grow from there. And that's kind of how it went.
And how would you recommend that an influencer who's kind of in that crossroads would, approach that conversation with the brand?
Sort of just saying, we've been working together, for however long, or I've been working with so and so other brands for forever long. This is kind of what I've created. This is what I'm going to give you. I'm going to give you this, and this, and for that, it would be fair. It would be reasonable for me to ask for this allocated amount. And some brands will say no to you, but some brands will be like, yeah, you know what? They showed me what they're worth. They showed me that what they're giving me, and why I should be paying for it. So just kind of like showing the brand that you're not, and you can't. You're
being reasonable.
Yeah, you're being reasonable, and you can't be a bitch about it. Like, you can't just be like, oh,
pay me. Fuck you, pay me.
Yeah, you pay. Yeah, like you got to be reasonable about it, and you got to say no sometimes. That's a huge thing in this industry. Yeah.